go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, I'm Eico Neumann. I'm 43 years old already, from Germany, and I'm a space geek. Grew up in the 80s, 90s.
Right.
So you were talking about the internet, so I saw it evolve as well. And I love space. I'm a space geek, so to say.
Yeah. Easy to do.
Easy to do, yes, of course. And I love traveling. Travel a lot whenever I can.
Nice.
Whenever there's time to do it.
So
yeah, that's just me.
Let me ask you this: when's the first time that you ever saw or touched a computer? And do you remember where it was, or?
I remember it was back home. My dad bought a ZX81, and he soldered the whole thing by himself.
So it was a kit?
It was a kit, and only on very special occasions I was allowed to touch it or do a little programming myself on it. I can't remember the year though.
Right, that's okay.
It was way back
when you're building it yourself with the circuit board. Yeah.
And I know we were kings because my dad had a 1K adapter, 1K memory.
Right.
Yeah, and that was awesome. That was huge.
Excellent. So, when's the first time that you actually owned a computer, and how did you get it?
Myself or the family?
Yourself.
Ooh, back in school, I think. It would translate probably to high school in the US. How did I get it? I knew that I assembled it myself. Nice. All the little pieces.
So it was a tower, not a portable or nothing like that, right?
No. Portables were way too expensive back then. So we got the big towers, the motherboard, the CPU, the graphics card, and everything, and had to put it in.
Nice. Do you remember? Did you earn the money to get that? Get a job to get it? Stake some money?
Part. I did it. I owned it myself, and parts I got from my parents because they were
Right. Yeah. That's what parents are for.
Yeah, and also I think my dad knew that this was the technology of the future, so I think he was.
Tuned into the future, yeah.
Yeah, he said it's going to be a good thing if my son knows how to do stuff with computers.
Nice.
So they helped me on that.
Now, this one's a little deeper. Okay, so how have computers or technology changed your life?
Well, everything I do right now, from my job to my traveling to whatever, is connected with computers. And even with the traveling now, we do research. Where we want to go, what we want to do, we do it on computers. Well, basically handheld computers.
Right.
iPhones and mobile phones and stuff.
More power than they went to the moon with.
Yeah, absolutely.
By a lot.
By a magnitude of whatever. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine life without computers or technology anymore.
Right.
Sometimes it's good to shut off.
Yeah.
But then, there's something you want to know, you want to build,
you want access to information.
Yeah.
They used to sell encyclopedias. I always think of it that way,
Yes.
and now I don't need an encyclopedia in a computer.
Yeah, you just Google it and then, there it is.
All right, so how about this one? What did you not see coming?
That's a tough one. Probably a lot, but I cannot remember.
Right.
Maybe the first time I checked out social media, that's probably one of the things, because I was late to it, or late for an early adopter. And I thought, well, I'd just give it a try because of professional reasons.
Right.
And I've never imagined what kind of world it would open up for me. That's probably one thing that I didn't see.
Yeah, it's funny. I've got a friend of mine. He just started a little pub, a brewery down in Tucson. And he's not a computer guy at all. But he never would have got it off the ground had it not been for Kickstarter and social media and spreading the word and stuff. So even though he's not directly in the technology thing, it's changed his life, and he never would have gotten off the ground. It's really cool.
It's great that he did something like that and adopted it, not being a computer geek.
Yeah, exactly. His wife is kind of like, well, I'm on Facebook. I'll help you. And he's like, all right, I can brew beer. All right, here's the last one for you. So what do you expect from future technology?
Well, what I want it to happen is to blend in more, to go in the background, so you don't really see what happens. You just use it. Like in a way, we've started with that with Siri, with Alexa, and stuff, and I think it will be normal in a couple of years that you come into your house and you control everything by voice. You control your car by voice, so that's going to be something that's it's going to be evolving. Yeah. The one thing I don't think that's going to be going too far ahead is probably the like what they did with the Google Glass.
Right.
I don't think that this is taking off because it's too obtrusive. Yeah, and
it's in your face. Are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
You know, it's a little invasive, I think. Yeah.
So probably not for that. Not in the daily life. Maybe in some professional areas. There you can.
Right.
There it will evolve, and that's probably something that's also going to evolve.
Yeah, it's only going
to on this side.
Hopefully, it only gets better.
Yeah. It will.
I mean, on that answer, I've heard robots are going to take over the world. AI is coming, and it's like okay, and you know what's funny because I usually hear that from folks in our age group. Like my daughter, she's definitely a millennial. She can't remember her first computer because she's always had one of some kind, a phone or something like that. For us, it was a calculator, right? And that's never on their radar. If they're in the 20-something age, they don't even think that AI can be bad. Technology is just going to get better and better and better.
Yeah, and the technology always helped them. There was no life without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember something. I have a little sister, 12 years younger than I am, and back in the days when she was really young, my dad had one of the first telephones in the car.
Right.
Yeah, because it was a company car, and the company paid for a telephone in the car. It was a huge thing.
Yeah.
It looked monstrous. Yeah. And then he switched companies, and the next car there was no telephone. And my sister, she couldn't grasp it. Like, where's the telephone, Dad? And my older sister and I, we were just, well, it's just another card, and there's no telephone. The other one was the special one for her.
Right. Not all cars come with telephones.
Yes. Absolutely.
Excellent. And go ahead and introduce yourself one more time for me.
Eico Neumann, that's my name. I'm from Germany, 43 years old. Space geek and technology geek as well. And I love everything that's new and spacey.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eico. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.